It's only going forward, friend. If you feel like, I wish I started back when Sean did. Well, of course, but the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is right now.
You gotta just press record.
What's the future of being a YouTube entrepreneur? Is it too late now? Now that there's some established CEs, YEs, now that they're established, is it too late to start doing this? The data suggests no. Right now, we are seeing that the monthly active users on YouTube is up to 2.3 billion monthly active users worldwide. Is competition increasing? It sure is. But is consumption increasing? Even more. At a rapid rate, more people are hungry to solve problems for entertainment and education, for quality content, for content that resonates with them, for a content creator that resonates with them. And so ultimately, you just think about you being you leaning into your difference, finding your unique content and video ideas to help you get discovered, defining what it is about you that makes you different, leaning into understanding who will resonate with you best, who you're talking to, their problems, their ambitions, specifically that could be in a micro demographic and the psychographics of the group of people you're trying to reach, and dialing in your laser-focused approach in a big world of 2.3 billion monthly active users on YouTube. Is there an audience for you? There sure is. Is there the chance to still build up a career, maybe starting and not earning your first dollar for the first 9 months? I'm sure you've probably already experienced that. But also, is there gonna be a need of you to get focused and get more disciplined? Because the last 9 months, if you're honest, you've probably been consuming a little bit more than you've been creating, right? Maybe you're dabbling a little bit and really not leaning in with discipline. And so the opportunity is real. In fact, views on YouTube, this reveals from Tubular Labs, that views on YouTube continue to grow throughout the pandemic, and views for top videos on YouTube grew 18% even during the first half of 2021. So this is super recent data that you're seeing on screen, to be clear. And what it's suggesting is that YouTube is not stagnating, it's not declining. And I know even though we're in pandemic part 2, 3, or 4, who knows where we even are in this whole journey, but that things are kind of open, kind of not open, closed down again, but maybe less than it was. But even though some people have returned to kind of somewhat of normal, views keep going up. See, everybody was re-educated. Like I even think about my family. Like my parents, because of the pandemic, they were so locked down. They had never my dad has a projector in his living room. Like, is your dad like that? You know what I mean? I don't even like projectors as much because they're not as crispy as a TV, whatever. And so he's got this projector and I went over and they had YouTube videos up on this projector, and we were about to have dinner, my wife and I and my son with my dad, and they were playing these YouTube videos, and they discovered this couple who sings songs in outfits in their car. I forget who they are. And they're like, these guys are so cool. Guys, you gotta see this. And they play it, and they're like using like an Apple TV thing and like talking to it. I'm like, when did my late 60s and early 70s mom and stepdad start talking to Siri and having favorite YouTubers? That's what the pandemic did. Every generation just continues to have more adoption, more interest, more consumption, no matter what culture is doing. And it's only going forward, friend. If you feel like you're too late, you're not too late. If you feel like, I wish I started back when Sean did, well, of course. But the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is right now. And when you're focused and you make the commitment, and when you're patient, big things can happen. These are really recent numbers. YouTube hits $7 billion in ad revenue and tops Wall Street expectations. $7 billion in ad revenue. This next quarter is projected that YouTube's gonna hit $10 billion. Now, again, what this is telling us is that ad revenue is up 84% year over year. Well, Sean, what good is that for me? Like YouTube is making more money. No, you're making more money because ad revenue is split with creators. So YouTube continues to go up in revenue at a crazy pace. What does that tell us? It tells us that there's more money in the industry. There's more money for you. There's more money for YouTube entrepreneurs. What are you doing to get positioned? How serious are you about figuring this out, mastering the platform so that you can capitalize and get a piece of that pie? $7 billion. And that doesn't mean your online course, your membership site that's off platform, your merch that you create. Doesn't mean any of that stuff. It literally actually just means what you'd be being compensated for the views on YouTube, because that's their main way of earning money that's driving those numbers.
Are you ready to start or grow your YouTube channel? Do you feel stuck and need help connecting the dots? Join this free web class where you'll learn the step-by-step playbook for YouTube success. We've helped thousands of purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you grow their influence with video. Register today for this exclusive training at thinkmasterclass.com.